Well, hello, hello, hello. It's time for another episode of Make Art with Mrs. M. Today, I'm going to tell you about an artist from Japan who loved dots. This artist's name is Yayoi Kusama. Yes, this artist was from Japan, and one of her paintings was of a cup of coffee. And so I've taken her style and I've put some cocoa in the cup with some steam rising up, sitting on a red table with a green background. Yes, I think this will be fun to work on with you today. I'm going to show you how to draw the cup, and then I'm going to show you some of her techniques for getting these dots in, and then it's up to you to color it. So let's get started. The very first thing I'm going to do is grab a blank sheet of paper and turn it vertically, yes, the tall way, to get started with the drawing. Here we go. In the middle of the page, I'm going to draw a curved line for the rim of the cup. It's going to be a big cup because when I have cocoa, I like to have a whole lot. I'm going to add some steam. I'll make the steam come up from the edge of the cup with this wavy line that goes all the way to the top of the page. And then right beside it, I'll add its twin, a line that looks pretty much just like it, like so. Now I'm going to continue with the rim of the cup by adding a curved line that goes up, goes behind the steam, and comes down and connects to the other edge. Then next, right here on this back side of the rim, I'm going to add another wavy line for more steam, rising up from this warm cup of cocoa. There. Next, we'll add the sides and bottom of the cup with some curved lines. So a curved line that goes down on both sides and curves inwards just a little bit. And then at the bottom, another curved line. Good. Then I'll add a handle to the side. It's going to curve up and then come down straight. And I'm going to copy that curve to complete the handle. Very good. Next, we'll add the saucer underneath with a flat shaped oval. I'm going to start at almost at the very bottom of the handle. I'm going to curve out and away and then come back under and around and curve over to the other side. Almost even, yes, it's almost even with there. Almost even. When it can't be perfect, just make it fun. All right, next I'm going to make a line right about here, right about there on the handle, and then straight across on the other side, draw another line. So that represents the table, and here is the background. Now, after you've drawn that, you're going to get started with adding lines to the background. It has this broken look. Looks very broken and shattered. I'm going to show you how I do that. Taking the color blue, I'm going to first start by drawing some really long lines, and I'm going to make them as straight as possible. And the way that I make lines straight is that I put the point of my marker down and pull. I don't attempt to draw them and let my wrist and fingers wiggle because I think the line might waver. So I just hold this marker still and pull. And if I do that enough times, I get straight lines. I want to go in all different directions. And then once I have a lot of long lines, I'm going to go back and start adding short ones. They're going to be going in different directions because I want this to look like shattered glass. Often her backgrounds had lots of tiny pieces and looked like shattered glass, but more frequently you'll see lots of dots. Lots and lots of dots. We're going to use dots for the coffee cup and for the cocoa and for the steam, but for now we're doing this shattered look. You'll do the same for the background. See, I'm making these lines smaller as I come back in. So this side still has the long lines, and then I add shorter lines to break up the space. And everything's shattered. And that's all right. And this is fun and easy. And it's not like fractions where you have to make sure everything's equal. You can just have fun making lots of different shapes with all of these lines going in all different directions. Some of them short and some of them longer. And it's nothing to be afraid of. You just can't do this wrong. So just make sure you have plenty of lines going to the edge of the paper so you can tell that the design goes all the way to the edge. And when you stand back and look, you might see some areas that look a little too big compared to the others, and you add some more short lines, and you can break up the space really easily. Good. All right, so that's how it's done. That's how it's done. It's really easy. Yayoi Kusama liked lots of dots. So when you look at this coffee cup, I have dots on the steam, I have dots on the saucer, and dots inside where the coffee or cocoa is. For our intents and purposes, we're doing cocoa. So you're going to add dots there for the steam, dots for the cocoa, and then you'll come in and add dots all over the cup and saucer. Yes. Well, let me go back a step and show you how I did that here. Okay, I'm going to choose a few colors, and nothing orange and nothing blue. So let's see, I'll get some green and some pink and maybe some red. And maybe some purple. Okay, I like that. I'm going to start right in the middle with some big dots, all in a row. And then right beside, I'm going to make some medium-sized dots. I'll do that on both sides. And then I'll add some smaller dots. Easy peasy, right? Easy. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to add big ones. Ooh, this pink is bright. What is this? Shocking pink. I love the names of these colors. It is shocking. It's very bright. And then I'll add some little ones, some smaller ones. And then I think for the rest of the cup, I'm going to make it red. Just with small dots with the red. And I'm just using the tip of the marker and pressing down to make dots. I'm holding it like straight up and down, like almost like I'm stamping. Almost like I'm stamping. Yes. Wait, I'll add some bigger red ones on the handle. I'll put red on the handle, and I need some smaller ones in there to fill up the space to make it look better. Okay. I love polka dots too. Polka dots just make me happy. Going to add some big ones going around the curve of this saucer. And then I'll add some smaller ones, but not super tiny. I might have to put some smaller ones in between some of these because there seems to be too many spaces for me. Yes. And then I will use the tip of the marker to stamp much smaller ones going around the outside. Wow. Well, there are lots of different ways to solve a problem. That's why I say art makes you smart, because you have to think. You have to make certain choices and decisions when making art. And you, as the artist making those decisions, why that makes you smart. Yes, that's what makes you smart, because you're thinking and you are making decisions as an artist. Love it. Love, love, love it. And so now you can see all the dots there. And the last step is to go in and color. Yes, go in and color. I have colored almost everything except for the steam, and so I'm doing that now because I really don't like to leave white spaces. I like for the art to be colorful and vibrant, full of color. The more color, the more it attracts the viewer's eye, and your eye just bounces around the page looking at all these colors and all these dots. Fantastic. Yayoi Kusama was our inspiration today. And like I've been telling you, art makes you smart. You'll make the choices for which dots to use and which colors to use. And by making decisions and making choices as an artist, that makes you smart. Come back and join me again. We'll do some more cool stuff. Until then, keep drawing.